Dr. Francis A. Boyle is our guest with us for one more segment. You were finishing up with that other book, sir?
Destroying World Order, that really starts with 9/11 and the Bush administration and carries it up. If you hit those three books, that'll bring it up to date until, March. I did not attempt to get into Obama. I sort of concluded, with Bush in my closing thoughts. And actually I said, well, it seems to me we're going to get an Obama-Clinton holdover administration. I didn't really anticipate Obama was going to keep all the Bush people. So basically, we now have an Obama-Bush-Clinton 3 administration. It's very unfortunate.
And so giving us a forecast of what you see unfolding, they clearly want to continue to try to destabilize Iran. They were in Yemen 3 months before with thousands of U.S. advisors. That was actually in the New York Times and the BBC the day before Christmas. And, of course, the Washington Post yesterday confirmed. So right as they launched that new operation, here comes the underwear bomber.
That's right. That was clearly a setup. Since I'm on the terrorist watch list myself, there's absolutely no way this guy could have gone through unless he was flagged on through and they let him through. It just can't happen. And I'm a U.S. citizen. So, of course, he was let through. He was shipped out of, one of these Manchurian candidate types, shipped out of Yemen. They forwarded him on. He was flagged on through. Fortunately, the thing didn't work. But if it had, we all know that Tommy Franks has said another terrorist attack, the American people will demand that the military shut the country down. Also, very significant, Alex, as Gates was flying back from Pakistan, he let the New York Times know that he was watching the movie 7 Days in May. 7 Days in May is a 1964 movie about a military coup d'etat against the United States government that is only stopped by one officer, sort of like Smedley Butler stopping the fascist coup d'etat against FDR.
It's an amazing film.
Yeah, but the interesting point here is that Gates, the Secretary of Defense, on a Pentagon airplane flying back home to the United States, had obviously ordered one of his flunkies to go out and dig up a film from 1964 and then show it on the way home about a military coup against the civilian elected government, and then revealed this fact to the New York Times to be reported back home. So obviously Gates threatened a military coup against Obama if Obama doesn't do exactly what the Pentagon
And I agree. We saw neocon publications say he's a communist. He's weak on these wars. The military wants to overthrow him. So they're taking all the anger by the people for the rest of the bankers' own agenda and then turning that back against their own puppet. I mean, that is Machiavellian.
Well, that's correct. And also, Gates was head of the CIA. Once CIA, always CIA. So you have to look at what the parable here, that you had the head of the Pentagon and CIA together by means of resurrecting this movie and putting it on the plane and prominently showing it. CIA, Pentagon are threatening a military coup.
Well, look, Ron Paul said in a speech 2 weeks ago that we're basically already under a military CIA coup. Do you agree with him?
Yeah, I think 9/11 was the coup.
God bless you, sir. We appreciate you spending time with us. We'll all pray for you and support your valiant effort to bring justice to all those being tortured in the death camps.
America's #1 source for independent talk radio for over a decade. We are the GCN Radio Network.
What's your home worth? How can you compare local real estate agents? And how do you get MLS listings for the entire country? If you're thinking of buying a home to take advantage of a tax credit or selling your house, you first need to see an incredible website called HomeGain.com. HomeGain.com will help you find a realtor to buy or sell a home. It's so easy, and best of all, it's free. At HomeGain.com, you can compare realtors anonymously, receive customized proposals, see consumer reviews, then select the best realtor for you. Go to HomeGain.com and get an instant home value estimate, view comparable homes, and check out street views. HomeGain.com has an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and contains a wealth of information, like their home improvement tool that helps you determine which home improvements to make to increase your home's value. See the top 12 home improvements right now at HomeGain.com. That's HomeGain.com. Look for Max, the orange HomeGain gorilla, to help you find a realtor or with any other real estate needs you might have at HomeGain.com, your real estate connection.
Waging war on corruption. Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. Big Brother, mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. He's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
Mark Dice joining us for the rest of the hour, dealing with the First Amendment. You just heard Dr. Francis Boyle, who knows Cass Sunstein, talking about how this guy wants to destroy the First Amendment. They're openly announcing cybersecurity, Homeland Security taking over the web, openly saying they may start curtailing free speech. Well, Mark Dice went out and talked to a bunch of people on the street, and the majority of them read the petition and said, yes, indeed, in San Diego, we want to ban free speech and criticism of Obama. But they don't think they're going to lose their free speech. Free speech is for everybody. So I want to go out to break, then we're going to come back with Mark Dice with part of this 10-minute video. We'll play the rest later, but we'll talk to Mark Dice about these incredible developments coming up after this quick break. But here is the opening part of Mark Dice's video in San Diego.
I'm Mark Dice, and this is a petition to repeal the First Amendment to the Constitution. You may be saying that nobody's going to sign this, but I would be willing to bet differently. Petition, please. What is it for? It's to repeal the First Amendment in the New World Order, stop hate speech. You know, we want to really just kind of look at that issue again, and people are disagreeing with the president. I mean, we're going to stop that. Thanks. Oh, boy. Hey, can you just sign our petition quick to stop hate speech?
Hate speech?
Stop the hate speech. Get these people to stop, saying mean things and disrespectful things. And start with, repealing the First Amendment and just kind of looking at that again. Do we really need that in the New World Order in today's society?
No. I agree with you on that.
Can you just quick sign our petition? We're trying to repeal the First Amendment to the Constitution. It's part of the New World Order. People are abusing things and saying really mean things about the president and this hate speech, and so this will stop that.
Actually, I feel more comfortable if I went on and researched it online a little bit more.
Well, we're Citizens Against the First Amendment, CATFA.org.
Okay, I'm gonna look on CATFA.org.
Okay. Do you want to? What would make you feel comfortable signing it?
Just sitting down and looking at more information that's available online.
Are you familiar? Are you familiar with the evils of the First Amendment and how just horrible it is and how outdated such an idea is?
I'd feel more comfortable just looking online and kind of researching it myself.
Okay.
Yeah. But
we won't spam you or anything.
Oh, I know. But I like to make sure I know exactly what I'm signing. Just makes me feel comfortable knowing.
Just to make
So
sure.
I'm not just signing and
Okay.
just signing it, you know, like
So
I want to sign things that I believe in as well.
So you'll know why we need to get rid of the First Amendment.
Exactly. That's why I like.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good. That makes sense.
Yeah. Thank you, then.
Thanks. We just want to stop the hate speech. This would be just a quick thing to stop the the hateful things, and it'll help to legislate the things that people say that they disagree with, against the government and the Bilderberg Group, and just a signature and a birth date will be fine. No phone number. Sounds like a good thing. In today's New World Order, we don't need these idiots, disagreeing with the president. Oh, you got to sign it too.
I don't disagree.
So you read this? You're okay with that?
I'm okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks. Repeal the First Amendment. Stop hate speech and negative speech. Just a signature would be good.
What is it for? What's hate speech?
Well, it's hate speech when you say hateful and mean things. We're CAFTA, CAFTA.org. It's just to support the repeal of the First Amendment.
This is Alex Jones, and I want to tell you about the Ecola Blue atmospheric water generator that produces pure drinking water right from the humidity in the air. No, this isn't science fiction. It's very real. I know because I use one every day in my own home, and it's available right now to you. Because you know exactly where your water comes from with Ecola Blue, you'll know what's in your cup. Clean